Trust means letting people do the job, not just giving them orders. When Sanna Marin said those words, she wasn't just talking about management. She was drawing a line between real leadership and control dressed up as competence. That one sentence shook Finland's political conversation. Because under Riikka purra and the perusuomaliset, trust has meant something very different. It's been about tightening the reins, not loosening them. About deciding who gets to belong, and who's just here on borrowed time. Purra's government talks about accountability, efficiency, responsibility. But the reality has been a slow suffocation of trust. Labor policies that punish the most vulnerable. Cuts to social support that force workers into silence. A migration system that treats every applicant like a potential fraud. You can feel it, the fear spreading quietly through workplaces and communities. Immigrant workers wondering if tomorrow will bring another inspection, another letter, another flight home. Finnish citizens worrying that the next reform will make their contracts easier to tear up. That's not accountability. That's intimidation disguised as order. Marin's quote lands differently in that light. Letting people do the job is the essence of democracy. It's saying, I trust my people to build, to care, to make mistakes and recover. It's leadership based on faith, not suspicion. But Purra's Finland has drifted toward the opposite, a politics of surveillance, where control becomes a moral virtue. It's not unique to Finland, it's part of a global echo. The same rhetoric that fuels Trumpism in America or far-right movements across Europe, the promise of strength through exclusion. Everywhere it appears, it tells workers, especially immigrant workers, that their worth is conditional. That their right to exist depends on paperwork, on purity, on political convenience. And the cruelest irony? The people enforcing these policies still call it freedom. They say they're defending Finnish jobs, Finnish values, Finnish sovereignty. But what kind of freedom is built on fear? What kind of sovereignty demands that some people live one mistake away from deportation? Purra's version of accountability has turned into something else entirely. It's a politics that assumes people can't be trusted, not workers, not unions, not immigrants. The result? A Finland where those who work the hardest carry the heaviest weight. Immigrant workers live with the constant fear of deportation, not because they've done something wrong, but because the system treats them like they might. Paperwork mistakes become life-changing punishments. But even Finnish-born workers aren't untouched. New labor reforms have chipped away at rights that once defined Finnish fairness: shorter contracts, longer hours, fewer protections. People are working overtime without real compensation, facing impossible workloads while wages stagnate. Factories stay open later, but spirits don't. When trust is replaced with control, productivity doesn't rise, it rots. Exhaustion replaces innovation. Marin's words, her 4-day week idea, her trust-based approach, it's a blueprint for a society where leadership respects people, not just rules. That's why Marin's line hit like a challenge, not a slogan. Trust means letting people do the job. It means believing that every worker, Finnish or foreign, deserves a chance to contribute without living under threat. It means holding leaders accountable when they confuse control with care.